All right, the third passage is our A-B set, and that first passage is a lamentation of the shift from discussing women in history to discussing gender. And the author's main point is that when we shifted to gender, we lost the individual contributions of women. And then passage B is an example of that exact kind of scholarship. It is a history. Yes. Some might say it is a history of the Augustan period and the way in which the gender roles, I'm in line 49, assigned to women were becoming at once more constrained but also more visible. It, moves us into that gender lens for examining his story. So there's our passages. Let's answer questions. A central topic in each passage, how gender plays into history, or the role of gender in shaping politics and culture. Right? For 15, how would A feel about B? A wouldn't like B because B is exactly the kind of thing that A was talking about. We're losing the roles of the specific, I'm in line 30. Focusing on underlying structures, we overlook the particular ways in which individual women engage their worlds. That whole passage B is an example of exactly that practice. So A would feel that it fails to bring to light any substantive information about how particular Roman women lived. For question 16, the shift is one to gender. And of course, we don't get an answer choice that simply says to a gendered lens. Instead, we get what the author described in line 8. Gender relations involve turning to an exploration of the social systems that underlay the relationships. So what did it involve? A shift to the social systems that underlie the relationships. A, investigating social systems that shape the interactions. Question 17, the relationship between A and B. We talked about this at the beginning. B is an example of the kind of history that A is talking about. D, A discusses the strengths and weaknesses of a trend in scholarship that is exemplified in B. Yes. Question 18, the first part of passage B is locating the principal role of the woman as being the domestic context. In line 39, relocating women in this domestic context as wives and mothers. And what does that look like from passage A? I'm in line 14. Articles about women gave way to explorations of how an imagined domesticity or separate sphere for women shaped culture and politics. B, exploring how a concept of domesticity shapes culture and politics. It just comes right out of the passage. It's amazing. Took me a little while to come to the right answer in 19 because I've been so focused, and all the questions have been so focused on A's sort of negative aspect of gender, although answer choice D in 17 points out that A is discussing both the strengths and also the weaknesses of that gendered approach. A says it very clearly in line 24. The role, the viewpoint, the lens of gender offers an analytic framework within which to analyze social and political structures. It's not that it's useless, it's that it maybe comes at a cost, right? So passage A would feel that passage B's work does offer an analytic framework within which to analyze social and political structures. E, it shows how the analytical tool of gender can be successfully used to shed light on politics and culture. Right from the passage, almost the same words and certainly the same meaning, and that finishes this third passage.